This story that is coming out from the Ooni Palace at this time, they sweet me for body small, small, shall. Okay. So what we are hearing at this time is that you recall that the three conditions that Queen Naomi gave to Ooni recently, the name of one Olori featured prominently. And that is that number three condition, where Queen Naomi said Ooni of Ife has to divorce as a matter of urgency. He has to divorce Olori Ashley. Yes, you heard me well. That is, you recall that she is the only name among all the Oloris currently in the palace. It was the name of Olori Ashley alone that featured on that list. And I'm sure a lot of you are keen followers of Ooni of Ife's stories, or news. You will agree with me that obviously maybe that should be, if there's going to be any name, maybe that should actually be the name. Okay, so we are hearing that at this time, Olori Ashley haven't heard of the fact that her name has featured as one of the conditions presented to Ooni of Ife. She's alleged to be running kitty kata right now, running helter skelter, trying to, do whatever she can do, to see that this whole thing it calms down, as quickly as possible. So what we are hearing at this time is that Olori Ashley, is rumored to have panicked severely upon hearing her name mentioned among the conditions given for Queen Naomi's return. So she's said to have cried out, so severely for dialogue with Queen Naomi. How is she going to get dialogue? I don't understand. Why would she cry out for dialogue? What is pursuing her? Why? So this is what we are hearing at this time, because she is reported to have panically reacted to the list of conditions presented to Ooni by Queen Naomi, like I said. So Olori actually is rumored to have panicked, not just panic, the panic from what we are hearing is because she of all people understands the umbilical cord nature of the love between Kabiesi and Queen Naomi, and knows that this sort of condition could actually spell doom if she refuses to act as swiftly as possible. E be like say make water no come go pass garri o before her kuro eyes. Possibly that is why she's jittery, and she's said to be panicking. She says to have cried, to whoever cares to hear her, and demanding for dialogue with Queen Naomi at this time. Okay, Olori Ashley, as some of you already know, is an insider to this palace. Even before she was married, you recall that she has always been in the fringes. She has always been there, coming in and out. She has always been very close to Kabiese himself, so she knows the inner working, of the palace. And she knows the depth, of the relationship between Queen Naomi and Kabiese. So she's not that sort of person that will hear this sort of thing and just stay aloof, and or maybe stay unperturbed. She knows very well that this spells doom if she does not react as quickly as possible. So it's on this premise that we are told that she's running this kitty kata thing. So but let's see how far these are running around and crying for help will actually help her at this time. So, like I said, a lot of you already know that she is an insider, being a child of the soil and having always been in the fringes of the palace, even when Queen Naomi held sway at the palace at that time. I'm sure a lot of you keen followers of Ooni of Ooni of Ife's palace stories, you will know that she has always been there, always been there. Okay, so she obviously knows a lot about the congenital love between Kabiesi and Queen Naomi. Okay, you guys know that the love between these two people transcends whatever you guys can think about, because sometimes a lot of people have said that these two people obviously have met in the world in their life before now, and that is why even despite everything you hear going on between them, when you think that the thing will have ended long ago, they still manage to find a way to to navigate the murky waters of their disputes, and they seem to be able to, always come back. It's just that this time around, it feels like they have come to the end of the road, last, from what we are saying, from the feelers we are getting. So we are told that she obviously knows a lot about the congenital love between these two people. Only her understand that Kabiesi still loves Queen Naomi very deeply, very passionately, and therefore genuinely fears, that her name was even featured on that list of conditions. Don't forget that she was summoned by both Kabiesi and the Gese ruling house after that her unguided statement. My crown, my prince is the crown prince. Okay, don't forget that when that event happened, when that incident happened the other time, it took the intervention of Ooniofife himself, who scolded her severely, and it took the intervention of the always available Gese ruling house, especially the elders of the Gese ruling house, who prevailed upon Olori Ashley at that time, to publicly, apologize not just to Queen Naomi, but to Tadenikao and Queen Naomi's family altogether. And we were made to understand that she actually did that, even though she did it grudgingly. The important thing is that she was made to do that. So she knows the capacity of what this sort of thing, can cause. Just because she made that comment, Gise family waited in at that time and telling her to apologize publicly. So we are told that now the same this thing that is going on. And don't forget, we have also been told, in several fora that upon Queen Naomi giving those three conditions, that Gise family has also waded into it. Possibly this is where this great fear is coming from, because she believes that for Gese family to have, been able to wade into this thing, trying to advise Queen now, KBSC to even trim the numbers of wives to two. I think that was what really triggered this panic, because possibly in her thinking, if Gese rulers, a ruling house, the elders are saying, KBSC trim the numbers of wives to two, and now Queen Naomi is saying Olori Ashley must go. If you put two and two together, are you not saying where this fear, these are fears coming from? Because if a whole Gise ruling house is suggesting, don't forget that these are people who own KBC, even though KBC, we are all, the whole Yorubas are subject, high subjects. But then don't forget that you have kingmakers, you have the ruling house, the elders, whose concerns, whose advice and admonitions must be taken very, very seriously. And Olori Ashley, of all people, being someone who is grounded with the politics and traditions and culture of the Yorubas, especially people of Ileife, she knows that this whole thing spells doom if she does not act fast. And we are told that this is the reason why she is running all over the place, running to see what she can do at this time. Now, as at the time of making this report, we don't know how far she has gone, trying to see the Union of FIFA to see what can be done. We don't know if she has been able to gain inroad to the Gese ruling house on this. We don't know if she has also been able to get that access, that dialogue she's asking for between her and Queen Naomi. I doubt if that will ever happen. I really doubt that. I don't think Queen Naomi will be that available for this sort of dialogue. I really don't think so. Don't forget that Queen Naomi is a smart woman. These whole three conditions, like I said, it's possible. It's just she's just putting it out there just to put KBC at bay, just because I don't think she is willing, to turn around and come back to the palace. Like we said, a lot of people have talked about co-parenting, which is something she's really willing. She's very willing to do, and I think that is what she has even accepted herself doing. And like said the other time, this is what people like me have always clamored for. So this news that Olori Ashley is running Kitty Kata now, I think she is going to run for a very long time, because people like this, I don't know what this whole thing is going to do for her this time. I think it's coming too late at this time, because if the Geserule house goes ahead with this suggestion and Ooni of Ife listens to them, I don't know if Oni is going to trim the wife to two. But if eventually, without conceding, he does that, will Olori Ashley be one of those two? I don't know. Like I always say, I don't live with these people. So I don't know the workings of the minds of the great Kabiesi himself. I don't even know if Kabiesi will even take the advice, because he told us with his own mouth not too long ago that more wives are coming. And we are really eager and waiting to see these wives as they come in one after the other. So this is what we're hearing at this time. And I told myself I have to bring it here like almost immediately. So what do you think about this story? Kindly leave your comment in the comment section. I want to hear from you. God bless you. I'm going to see you soon. Bye bye.